Do you want to know how to make a delicious, easy snack when camping? Well, watch this short video and you'll know how. The 5 ingredients are potatoes. We need about 5 of them. This one's giant, so we'll go for 4. And an onion. A bit of plain flour, 2 eggs, just 2, and salt and pepper. That's it. Oh, actually oil for when we fry. So let's get started. First of all, just peel your potatoes. One onion. I'll just take the skin off. If you like, just give your potatoes a little bit of just to get the dirt off them if you've got them on. You'll need something to grate on that you can squeeze, because the trick here is to grate the potatoes and then squeeze as much water out as possible, and the onion for that matter. So get your grater, and I find it easier just to grate, well actually, into a bowl and grate away. And now grate the onion. Make sure it's all in the bowl. And now what we want to do, make sure it's all in the chucks, might I say. You can use a tea towel as well. And now you want to squeeze as much of the liquid out as possible. Okie dokie. Now put your potato and onion back in. Crack 2 eggs into a bowl. Just combine them and then add salt. Now potatoes scream out for salt, so make sure you're generous with it. Probably a couple of teaspoons, or at least 1 teaspoon. A little bit of pepper. I'm using white pepper because that's all I've got, but and it's nearly empty, but black pepper works well. Right, now we add this to our potato mixture, flour. You can use cornflour, plain flour, a couple of tablespoons. This is a dessert spoon, so 2 big ones. And just give that a stir until it's well combined. Okay, time to cook. Start your stove. You want it on about medium. And put your pan on the stove. Now a little trick here is that, oh, I got an ant wrong. I've got a portal ant. Oh. The trick here, whenever you're frying anything, just a little trick, is to heat up your pan before you put your oil in. Then it's less chance of it sticking if it's meat or anything you're frying. So just give it a couple of minutes. So I use a light oil, so I wouldn't use a heavy olive oil, but you want to basically coat the whole fry pan in oil. So not deep frying it, we're shallow frying it. I'm just using a mild olive oil here. But you can use vegetable oil, canola oil, any of those neutral tasting oils. You can grab a little thing of potato and put it in there, and once that sort of starts sizzling, we know that the oil's hot enough. I can see that that strand of potato is starting to fry. Yep, it's ready. I just put in another one. So basically what we want to do, it's hands on, hope you can see this, but it's just sort of form it into sort of patties like that. You can press them down a little bit if you like. When I fry anything on a camp stove or even at home, I like to rotate the pan a little bit. Just makes, there's always a hot and a hotter part. As they get going, I can flatten them out a little bit. You can have a little peek every now and then. They only take a few minutes each side. So I like to cook them as much as I can without burning them, and that ensures they're super crispy on the outside and the potato is cooked inside. Right, they look pretty good to me. And by the way, you can have another pan going at the same time so it's quicker. You can do more volume. So I'll put them onto a plate. So if you've got a slotted spoon or something, try and get off any little bits. Add a little bit more oil and fry your next batch. What I like to do is put salt on them as soon as they're out of the fry pan, and I'm a bit of a salt addict, to be honest. Right, the best part.